Oh, the other thing that you'll need to solve that we didn't talk about is currency conversion, CCC. CCC, CCC, CCC. I actually get this asked this quite a lot, so I might as well talk about it. People say to me, "Hey, here's your Power BI report at the end of this process," and they say, "Can you display all of this in Australian dollars, please? Because I want to see my report in Australian dollars." And I say, "Sure. Is your French ERP system converting it to Australian dollars when you do the calculation, like when you do the transaction?" And they're like, "No, no, no. I want you to figure out how many, euros in Australia." And I'm like, "But to do that, we'd need to know at date and time of each transaction, the date and time of each transaction, what was the exchange rate between the euro and the Australian dollar." And you probably, like, you can get that information and you can do it in your bronze layer. That's why we call bronze layer the standardization layer. This is work you could do here, currency conversion. But man, that's a lot of work though, isn't it? If you think about it, if you've got multiple thousands and millions and billions of transactions, and then you're going back retrospectively and applying the currency conversion rate, you have to look up the currency conversion rate for that line. You have to then apply the currency conversion. Blah, 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 horrible. I'm sure lots of people have got interesting. For the budgeting process, there's usually a budgeting exchange rate which is fixed for at least one period. Sometimes it's fixed for the whole financial year. So yeah, so there's lots of different ways to address this particular problem, and that one that Alex just suggested is exactly one of them. There's lots of different ways. People do all. I've seen all sorts of different ways of approaching currency conversion rate, and I'm sure in our what are the finance people use? The GAP, generally accepted accounting principles. I'm sure they've got a solution for it. The best solution and the almost never possible solution is that we do it when the transaction happens. So this ERP system gets the current exchange rate, adds that right now. So that's part of the system. It's pretty rare that I see that. Some forward-thinking organizations have that. It's really interesting. All of Microsoft's like AdventureWorks samples and things like that always has things in local currency and so there's usually you have a local currency column and then you have the converted currency column. I think Xero does it. Xero has local currency and converted currency. So Xero converts everything to Australian dollars, or does it convert everything to the local currency of your account maybe? Which is nice if you've got multiple international subsidiaries. Having everything converted at transaction time is the best solution. Okay, so tell all your ERP people to go and update that. If you can't do that, then you're going to have to retrospectively apply some kind of business rule, and it's going to catch you out. It's a lot of work, no matter which way you think about it. So currency conversion is an issue. So everything's in the local currency in our little thing too. So I am skipping over a huge piece of complexity, and I want to acknowledge that because I think a lot of people provide samples like, "Hey, look at my cool Power BI sample," and they don't acknowledge the work that needs to go in to make these models work, right? And all of that work is making sure it's all local currency, making sure that the organization structure makes sense and isn't crazy, making sure that all of the account codes are the same, making sure that all that stuff that's a huge amount of work just to make that work. But it's really nothing to do with the data analysis side. So, except for the currency conversion, I guess. But anyway, so yeah, shout out to all the hardworking people who are working on figuring out those problems inside their organizations. I know there's many of you.